Welcome, everybody. We have week two recap coming at you and week three picks. Benjo, 14 and 2 last week.
Um, Let me make sure. I think, yep, 14 and 2.
Solid. After the 10 and 6, Benjo saw the field 2020 vision this week. Gets to 14 and 2. Beaver back to back 13 and 3 weeks. I'll take it. 20 twenty
Not
six
bad at
and
all.
26 and 6 on the season. Pretty good start there. Some takeaways from week two. We got five starting quarterbacks hitting the IR. Burrow out for the season. Daniels got to keep an eye on that one. Brock week to week it seems like Mac Jones got the job done. Brock was out before this, but these other guys got injured last week. JJ's out. Steps in there. Fields is out. Tyrod steps in there. Mariota is going to step in for Daniels. Yeah, man. It's through 2 weeks and we already have five starting quarterbacks out. And I'm gonna say right now, I don't think this is the end of it. The way these quarterbacks are running, I think we're just getting started, man. People are going to get knocked out left and right. A lot of backups. That's what the NFL's turned into.
I mean, it's shocking that Baker's not out, dude. That guy took so many leg hits and some brutal fucking shots, dude. He's really got that Brett Favre in him, man. He's a gunslinger. He just does not care.
I was watching Red Zone and Burrow and Allen basically went out at the same exact time. It looks interesting. I didn't know really what it was. Obviously, it ended up just being a punch to the face, broken nose, nothing too crazy, but it was tough seeing both them go down at the same time. It was like not good.
No. I mean, you were on that Justin Fields one right away, though. You knew that wasn't sustainable.
No, it's not. They got Tyrod Taylor going in there. We'll obviously dive into those games later and the impact the backups have, but it's just that's tough for Jets fans.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately for them, that's just their life, dude. I mean, the Jets just don't. Like every time there's some hope, just gets smashed.
Yeah. We had we had my losses were Denver, which is what it is. We'll talk about that one later. I don't know about that one, but I'll take the L on that one. Pittsburgh. They gave up that free touchdown on that botched kickoff. That kid didn't know the rules. And then Minnesota, that hand up, that was a bad pick. Minnesota's a bad pick. It was just not the right spot there. But yeah, those are my three losses. What were yours? Pittsburgh and Denver?
Minnesota.
Oh, you had Minnesota as well?
Yeah, I had Indiana winning it. I really like Indiana Jones.
Nice.
I love a good comeback story. Obviously, he's not Baker Mayfield comeback yet, where like the city loves him. But I mean, he could be there if they make the playoffs and he's a top eight quarterback. I mean, he could score himself another big contract.
Yeah. No, I think so too. It really doesn't take much. You needed to have if you can win 10 games with the team, you basically get yourself 25 million, $30 million contract.
Definitely. I mean, I don't think that's really debatable.
Yeah, I guess 9/11 game last Thursday, Packers just laid it on the Commanders. It ended up being 27-18. I don't think that's how close the game was. The Packers had that in hand the whole game. Jordan
Yeah.
Love, great showing, 292 in the air, two touchdowns. Tucker Kraft coming out party. Packers pass rush looked insane. As a Packers fan, man, Ben, how you feeling about that one?
Really good. But I saw McKinney say something this week where it's like a lot of teams start 0-2 and do jack shit. I mean, just too early. Like being a Packers fan, I've had 5 or 8 years where there's been talk of us winning the Super Bowl this time of year, and then we're out of it by the end of January. So it's like I'm being optimistic for now, but like it's still a long season. So much stuff could happen. A lot of
Benjo's a
guys,
realist.
yeah. I mean, just gotta be cautiously optimistic as I view it.
Quarterbacks were showing out, man. That Giants Dallas game was phenomenal. Brandon Aubrey. showing you the importance of having a good kicker. Mac Jones balled out 3 touchdowns in his debut as the Niners starting quarterback.
Goff played
Jake
good.
Browning comes in. I mean, Jamar Chase, 14 catches, 165 yards and a touchdown. It was only a matter of time. Malik Neighbors, 9 catches, 167 yards, 2 touchdowns. Rome Odunze, 7 catches, 128 yards, 2 touchdowns. It was a great week last week for offense, for player props, just for having, people ball out.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, definitely. I mean, I think just the big game takeaway was probably Giants, Cowboys. Both teams got a lot more fight than they showed in week one. So it'll be interesting to see how they end up finishing the season.
Yeah, Eagles, Chiefs. It's an interesting one. Chiefs have a good get back spot this week. They're on Sunday Night Football in New York versus the Giants. They got a great get back spot there, but that Chiefs team, it just something looks different this year. It's not looking good.
I agree. I mean, it's just like too many distractions. It gets to a point where there's just like too much shit going on. So where it's like you kind of have to lock in on football. And I don't know. Kelsey's like one cleat out, one cleat in right now.
Yeah. Bears let off a 50 burger. Lions score 52. Amon-Ra has 3 touchdowns. Goff has 5 passing touchdowns. They kind of say, hey, here, Ben Johnson, hold this. Hold this, Ben Johnson. They just gave it to him. Patriots, Drake May gets a dub, counts for 3 touchdowns. That game was crazy. Punt return touchdown, and then the very next play is a kick return touchdown. So there was fireworks in that game. It was a textbook battle of the mids, but that was a good one. Bills looked really good in that game. Josh Allen didn't have to do much. 148 passing yards, no touchdowns. They take care of business 30-10 pretty easily. Yeah, I mean, decent week. Decent week. Monday night showed out. That Bucks Texans game was phenomenal. The Chargers Raiders game was what you'd expect in the late game. There's just nothing burger basically.
Yeah, I mean, Gentry's just they're stacking the box against him, and Geno Smith's just not doing shit.
Yeah, I mean, my biggest takeaway watching that was just how much of a freak Max Crosby is, dude. He was every handoff to Hampton, Max Crosby was in his grill. Like he just spawns in the backfield. I don't even understand it
Yeah, I mean, 43 yards is the highest rusher of the night with Gentry on 11 carries. So obviously the run is pretty much bottled up.
completely. All right, what else you got from week 2, or do you want to jump into the picks?
The last thing I got is just Baker's an MVP candidate.
Yeah.
He's turned into pretty much Tom Brady. The stats don't jump out at you, but he will go win that game. I mean, he had 50 seconds and he's put it all on the table. I mean, they literally didn't even do two of their timeouts.
Yeah, since they gave him the keys, most touchdowns in the NFL in the fourth quarter. I think most touchdowns just in general since they gave him the keys. He's a franchise quarterback, and man, he deserves it. It's fun to watch. It's so hard to try to comprehend how the Browns, decided, yeah, we don't want this guy. He wins us our first playoff game, like basically.
Against the Steelers, against your biggest division rival. In yeah, I mean, it's just classic Browns, man. Can't make this shit up.
All right, well, let's dive into week 2. I left my
Week three.
typical sheet at the office, so I'm doing a little makeshift deal here, so bear with me. But we have the Dolphins heading to Buffalo for Thursday night football. I'm hoping this one isn't over at halftime, but all signs are pointing to it to be over at halftime. Uh, I don't know. You dive in here. What are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be over at halftime. I think they're gonna win 34-14. I think they'll probably have like 20 to 27 points in the first half, Buffalo. Um, I mean, it's in Buffalo, so yeah. I mean, Miami, there's gonna probably be a lot of movement in Miami before week 8.
Yeah.
Coach being fired, Tyreek Hill leaving. Tua's really not even playing that bad. It's just he needs to change the scenery. He needs to get out of there too. They gotta blow that thing up.
Buffalo minus 11 and a half is a lot of points in an NFL game. The over-under is 50 and a half. They're expecting points. That Buffalo defense week 1 didn't look very good, but it's also because Lamar is just I mean, Lamar and Derrick Henry are just that good. So maybe that's why that Buffalo defense didn't look that good because they shut down the Jets last week. I don't know. I think it stays close, maybe 10-point game at halftime and then pushes out to like a 13-point game and ends somewhere around there. But obviously I'm taking Buffalo on the money line, which is what we pick here on Beaver Benjo Ball Talk. So I'm taking Bills in that one.
Enough said there.
Yep. All right,
Uh,
let's jump over to Sunday, Packers Browns.
yeah, I mean, I think we haven't been really blowing guys out, so I think it's gonna be 27-17. I think we still win by 10. They'll score a garbage time touchdown, but I mean, the Browns really don't have an identity. They don't have a run game. They're kind of just whatever. So the Packers really need to get this opening road win and get us to 3-0. I think that
We
they'll do.
we got the introduction to Excuse me. We got the introduction to Dylan Gabriel last week. He threw a passing touchdown. Curious to see what happens next game if they go back to Dylan if they're getting blown out or if they throw Sanders in there. But cool to see him get in there and throw an NFL touchdown. At least we'll have that under his belt. Yeah, Packers take care of business here. I've seen a lot of people, kind of penciling this one as like, hey, look out for this one. You know,
It could be a trap game. It looks like it.
a
The
little bit of a
Browns did
trap.
a lot against the Niners. They trapped them quite a bit with these type of games.
All right. Indy, Tennessee. I think I faded Indy week one and week two. So let's see if the Beaver curse does it to him. I'm hopping on the bandwagon week three in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm taking the Colts in this one.
Same. I got it as a pretty close game, 24-17. But I mean, Indiana just looks a lot more confident in themselves. Unfortunately for Cam, he's probably gonna have to get another coach next year. This guy's just not that good. He's calling the plays.
I don't think that Daniel Jones in in New York was as bad as people think he was. The problem that he had in New York is he had a little too much Will Levis in him. There was a lot of Will Levis in Daniel Jones when he was in New York. He was making just these absurd plays turning the ball over, and he hasn't turned the ball over yet this year. If he can play turnover free football, they're gonna win most games. That Indy team's stacked. They got
Their
weapons
defense is so
everywhere. Their
good.
defense is solid. They got a really good
No
head
line,
coach.
good
So
running back.
I'm
Daniel
on
Jones
Indy in
just
that
has to
one.
not be an idiot.
Yeah, I'm on Indy in that one. If Jones can be a field manager and take care of the ball and scramble for the first downs he needs to, Indy's a playoff team in my mind. So I'm on Indy in that one. Now let's go down to Wentz versus Browning, the first backup on backup quarterback matchup of the 2025 NFL season. What are your thoughts on this one?
I mean, dude, I don't know. I was gonna fade you with it, but I was gonna go Cincinnati. I have more faith in Browning. I think it's gonna be 22-16. It's gonna be a weird game, but that's how I view it.
I don't. Yeah, I can't in good conscience take Carson Wentz, uh, just off rip. He hasn't seen any game. I can't do it. I can't just take Carson Wentz. So I'm uh I'm riding with Browning. Browning had his coming out party versus Minnesota a couple years ago. That's what you get for fucking cutting me. Like he was pissed off. So I think that's still in the back of my mind. He's gonna have some spite to play with there. This Pittsburgh versus New England one. This is gonna be a this gonna be one of those games that you turn on Red Zone. You're like, geez, it's 3-6 at halftime, and then you go to that final score, and somehow it comes down to the last play or something like that. But I have uh I have Pittsburgh winning this one, but I don't like it. I definitely don't like that, but I have Pittsburgh winning that one.
Same here. I guess I'm winning 21-15. I mean, both teams just don't have an elite offense. And like I don't know. I mean, it's just gonna be like whoever's defense makes the more plays. That's why it is 21-15. It's like I don't know. I just don't think that's gonna be that good of a game.
It's Aaron Rodgers, man. It's cool. Week one was cool. But it's hard for me to watch, man. He makes these routine plays look like I just don't even understand it, like if you watch him on a bootleg, it's like Vietnam. You can't. It's just it's atrocious, dude. It's tough. I have a tough time. It's tough, dude. That's all I'm saying. If they can get the run game going, if they can get Warren involved, Pittsburgh shouldn't have a problem in this one. But if they're relying on Rodgers to make it happen, they're not going to win a lot of football games.
Bro, if we
I
didn't
think,
draft Jordan Love, I'd be sitting here watching this, like
yeah,
depressed about even watching football because it's like we have no hope, we have no future. We're watching a 40-year-old, 45-year-old fucking
yeah.
just.
I mean, I'm still on them. I'm still on them. I still think they're going to win that game. But then we move on to potentially game of the week here. We have
Man, really.
we have Rams heading over to the link to take on Philly. This is a playoff rematch, if I'm not mistaken, right? NFC divisional round, or was
Man,
it?
the Rams almost beat him last year.
Yeah, that pass to Puka. Puka's been phenomenal this year. I'll let you kind of give your analysis on this one.
Well, I was gonna fade you with every choice. I have it as 27-24. I think it's gonna be close. I mean, I like both teams' performances, but Matthew Stafford's been playing way better like actual quarterback play than Jalen Hurts. So that's why I have it as a kind of a close game.
Okay, I'll let you take the Rams in this one. I think Philly rolls to 3-0 and kind of, has one of those
That's a
seasons.
safer bet for sure.
I think Philly has one of those seasons where, they might go 14-3 or 15-2 this year. They're just stout everywhere. They make the plays they need to. Uh, them having Case KC and then the Rams early test in the season, I like that for Philly. This Philly team, man, I definitely smell a little bit of a dynasty starting there, especially with the lack of the lack of firepower they need from Hurts. They don't need much from him to win football games, which is when you can take, your quarterback out of it and still win games, it's impressive, man.
100%. I mean, he doesn't have to do shit really.
So you're on the Rams and I'm on Philly in that one.
Yeah, Philly's probably the better pick, but it is what it is.
All right. Bucks host the Jets on a kind of a short week because they played on Monday Night Football, but not too short. Tyrod Taylor gets the keys. I'm hoping the Bucks just blow them out. The Bucks can't keep playing these close games because Baker has to scramble. And it's just sketchy. I hope the Bucks blow them out. I think this one could be, you know, 35 or 31, you know, 10 or 13. So I got Bucks easy in this one.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of have a similar thought process with it. I have it as 24-13. I think most of this game is going to be 24-6, and then there's going to score some garbage time touchdown to end it.
Yeah.
I think they'll just get to like a three touchdown lead and just coast and just run Bucky, run Rojo, and just get the dub.
All right, Mariota, taking on his former team. He was a Raider at some point, wasn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah. So the Raiders on a short week as well head to Washington to take on the Commies. Bills running back one officially. Gino leads the league in interceptions. He's got four. 0 for 10, 0 for 12 in pass yards over 10 yards last week. Gino didn't look bad week one. He had a good week one, and then just the Chargers just put him in purgatory. He was seeing ghosts. I don't know. I think it's hard to take the Raiders after what you saw last week. I think the Commanders get back on track. I don't hate Mariota. I think he actually fits that offense decent. So I'm taking the Commanders in this one.
I didn't know that what's his name was hurt, so I'm going to actually fade you on this one and go 21-17 Vegas. I think
Yeah.
that no way Pete Carroll loses again. And it's Mariota. I mean, with him, he's either going to throw like three touchdowns and 300 yards or like three picks. I don't think there's
Yeah.
really in between with him. So just because like we picked a lot of similar last week, I'll just fade you with this one and go Vegas.
Yeah, we got that's good. I like the fades. I like the fades. We got Falcons versus Panthers. I mean, I just don't think I'll ever pick Bryce Young this year in the Panthers. They're one of those teams that could lose every game every year. So I'm on Penix and Bijan and the Falcons and that defense this week.
Damn, I got it as another weird score, like 29-15. I think that they're gonna score a lot of points. I mean, they've had some close. Are they 1-1 or 0-2? The Falcons.
Falcons are 1-1. They lost week one.
Yeah, and that was a tough loss. So I think they're gonna take some anger out on the Panthers.
Yeah, no doubt. Texans Jaguars is the next one. I
You
don't
go
think
first because I'm gonna fade you on this
Okay,
one.
I don't think Houston goes to 0-3. Truthfully, I don't think they do. So I'm on Houston in that one strictly for the fact that I think that team's too good to go to 0-3, but crazier things have happened, but I just think they're too good to go to 0-3.
I agree. I mean, it's probably the better pick. There's definitely gonna be some siren sound if they're 0-3.
Oh
It's gonna
yeah.
D'Amico seat's gonna get really hot. CJ Stroud's gonna get a lot of flack. I mean, I've already heard about him being washed at like 23 or 24 years old. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think a lot of the reason why they lost that game last week was his fault. It was kind of just don't give Baker the ball back with that much time. So, that was a little bit on them. That Texans pass rush is vicious, man. And Stingley and CJ like that Texans defense is legit. So I like them. They just need to start good. They can't have another slow start like they typically do. We move on to the late window. We got a divisional matchup: Bo Nix versus the Chargers. Shout out the Oregon Ducks. We got the Oregon Ducks quarterbacks going at it.
Wow.
Uh, I'm on LAC. I think they're too good of a football team at home, especially. I think they win this one, but I wouldn't be totally blown away if Denver gets it done here. But I'm on the Chargers.
Yeah, I had 27-21 Chargers, but for all I know, they could Broncos can score another touchdown and win that 28-27.
Yeah, exactly. Bo Nix, he rises to the occasion. I think he's a riser for sure.
Yeah, and they need a good win soon. So I can see them winning, but I like what the Chargers are doing. I'll go with them.
Harbaugh versus Sean Payton, excellent coaching matchup there. New Orleans versus New Orleans at Seattle. Sam Darnold got back last week. Seattle looked more to their form. I mean, they played a tough Niners team week one. The Niners are always going to be tough for Seattle, so I think the Niners or I think Seattle. I think they're a better team than what week one looked like, and I think Darnold's kind of falling into that system a little bit, and they are playing the Saints, so I have Seattle winning this one.
Yeah, I got them winning 28-17. I mean, New Orleans is not that good. But just to circle back to the Chargers,
Yeah.
that is a crazy coaching gauntlet to go against first 3 weeks. Andy Reid, Pete Carroll, and Sean Payton.
Yeah.
Those are all divisional games too. They can start 3-0 in their division and 3-0 in the season, which if
Yeah.
they do that, that is a huge way to start a year.
I mean,
Um,
what the road game was in Vegas, which isn't necessarily a tough road environment, and then that Brazil game it counted as a home game for the Chargers, but it's behind them. They got the dub there, so
yeah, this is their first real home game, so
you're on Seahawks in the Saints
yeah,
game.
yeah.
Dallas is only -1.5 in this Bears game. That Bears defense has allowed like I think 2,560,000 in 42 points in the last 6 quarters. So I just can't trust him, man. That's the worst defense in the league. I got Dallas winning that one.
Yeah, Dallas seems to have found their mojo too. I actually kind of liked what they're doing on offense and defense. So I got them winning 30-20. I don't know. Chicago has a lot of work to do.
Chiefs Giants Sunday Night Football. What do you think?
30-17 Chiefs, dude. The Chiefs are gonna come in and unload a clip on them. That could be go differently, but I don't see that happening. Dayball versus Andy Reid. Like no offense to Dayball, but I got Reid every day of the week.
You know, I haven't picked Kansas City yet this year, and I'm 2-0 not picking them. I can't pick the Giants in this one,
Yeah,
but
it's the Giants. I just
if
like
the If the Giants win, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised if the Giants win this game in that team falls to 0 and 3 and the Chiefs fall to 0 and 3. I would not be surprised. I am not making that my pick, but I would not be surprised.
Same here. I mean, the Chiefs are just too inconsistent and don't also really have an identity either.
All right, Monday Night Football, banger. They gave us a primetime banger this week. Shout out. The Thursday night's a dud, the Sunday night's a dud, but they gave us a primetime banger on Monday, and there's only one of them. It's in M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. Give me Detroit all day in this one. Detroit's getting on track.
Wow.
Give me Detroit all day in this one. I
It's gonna
picked
be a good
Baltimore.
week. Lot of fades. I like this.
Yeah, give
I
me
got I got
Detroit all
Baltimore.
day.
I got Baltimore winning by 10 at home, dude.
No,
I,
no.
no. All right. All right, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I just think that
Detroit got their swagger back. They lost a tough one versus the Packers in week one, got punched in the mouth, and they answered back big time. That Detroit team is exactly what they were last year. Absolute wagon. Fucking the Ravens, bro, overrated. Give me Detroit.
all right, all right, all right. I think we might have missed the game. I think you did it on purpose.
Oh yeah, we did miss a game because they're my favorite team on ESPN, so they go to the top. We have SF taking on who do the Niners have?
The
Their first
Cardinals.
home game of the season, the first home game of the season. Levi. What do we like there, Benny? What do we like with Mac Jones and the boys?
I get the Niners sneaking it out on the leg of Eddie Pinero.
Mhm.
24-21 SF. I think that I don't know. I really want it to be a weird conversation when Brock comes back. I hope that they're undefeated with Jones. I really like what he's doing. He's got the confidence, he's got the size. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, the Saints are 2-0 with wins over, or the Cardinals are 2-0 with wins over the Saints and the Panthers. Both of them by a touchdown or less. That's not impressive by any means. So I'm obviously riding with my boys. The Niners are 2-0. They should move to 3-0. I I'm hyped for that one. That should be a good one. It's in the later window. It's the first game back at Levi. Give me the Niners, man. Give me Mac Jones. Give me C Mac. Let's get a little bit more Brian Robinson in there too. I want to see him. I want to see a little bit more of him. It doesn't. I think it's kind of showing that hey maybe Kittle's a product of a good system because 2 weeks with him out, two tight ends
Oh
score.
no.
So
And they looked good scoring. Those
they
weren't
did look
like
good scoring.
a 2 yard out. Like
I mean, Kittle's
Farrell
dog. Kittle's
up.
dog.
Yeah,
I'm not discounting Kittle. Kittle's the man, but the Niners are getting it done. It's pretty plug and play, and I think that's Kyle's MO is it doesn't matter, dude. Just I'm the guy. I'm the show. I'm not on the
yeah.
field, but I'm the show. Is
Just
what
run
Kyle.
my routes and you'll be good.
Yeah. All right. Well, that wraps it up. We uh we hit you guys with a little week two recap, week three picks. I'll get these finalized and on paper, cleaned up tomorrow. But yeah, I'm fired up. Should be another good week of NFL football.
Let's get some football.
All right, I'll leave y'all with everyone say a prayer that no more quarterbacks get injured. We can't. We already got Joe Burrow out for the season. Come on, no more quarterbacks get injured.
Yep, yep, yep. And let's pray for a Packers Super Bowl.
Yes,
Guys,
sir.
keep the faith alive. But yeah, no more injuries. No one likes that. I like playing everyone healthy so we can, there's no asterisks. You can
Yeah,
say that these
I don't
guys
know
are
if I don't
answered.
know if anyone saw who's behind me, but that was who was behind me.
Baker.
All right. Adios, folks. We will see you next week.